While the kids are watching Bluey bounce around, the show is busy sneaking in jokes, symbols, and mysteries made for your pause button. 1. A Powerpuff Surprise. Hiding in Dad's belly. During a wild hospital play session, Bandit gets operated on, and out comes a weird little purple octopus. It seems random, but look closer. That toy looks exactly like Mr. Octy, Bubbles' stuffed friend from the Powerpuff Girls. Yep, that one. So what's he doing inside Bluey's dad? Maybe Bandit watched too much Cartoon Network as a pup. Or maybe it's the animators sneaking in a little nostalgia bomb for grown-ups. Either way, this blink-and-you-miss-it moment hides a 90s cartoon crossover in Bandit's gut. What else is that dog storing in there? 2. Bluey has a middle name and it's fancy. In the episode Butlers, Bluey places an important ice cream order. She doesn't just want her name written on it, she wants the full thing. And that's when it slips out. Blue Christine Healer. That's right, Christine. It sounds like a name fit for a royal pup or a soap opera star. And now it's officially part of Bluey's identity. The show never mentioned it before, and they don't explain it either. 1 second, it's just Bluey. The next, she's walking around with a secret middle name like she's hiding a second life. 3. The vegan meal that became a crime scene. In one unforgettable moment, Bandit gets dragged into a pretend courtroom charged with releasing a deadly gas cloud straight at Bingo's face. The reason is a harmless-sounding dinner at Indy's house. But here's the twist. Her family's totally vegan. No meat, no dairy, just plant-based power, and apparently powerfully gassy consequences. It's a hilarious take on how some foods can mess with your stomach, especially as you get older. Bluey keeps it kid-friendly, but every adult watching knows exactly what Bandit's body was going through. That wasn't just a toot. That was justice in the air. 4. The pink poodle mystery is solved. Coco's bubblegum-colored fur might seem like someone went wild with hair dye, but in Bluey, her entire family is naturally pink. No salon visits, no pet-safe dye, just full-on genetically pink poodles walking around like that's totally normal. Even her baby photos prove it. 9 siblings, all bright pink from birth. In real life, pink poodles don't exist without help from a bottle, which makes this breed in Bluey a complete mystery. Either genetics work differently in this universe, or Bella's hiding some kind of top-secret rainbow DNA. Someone get a lab involved. 5. The country that vanished from Bluey's map. While Bingo pieces together a world map puzzle, something big is missing. An entire country. New Zealand isn't there, not even a sliver of it. At first, it seems like a simple mistake, but then Bandit sighs and mutters, "Not again," like this has happened before. And it has. In real-world maps, New Zealand's been accidentally left out many times, including government publications and textbooks. So this puzzle isn't just a toy, it's a quiet, clever joke about a real global goof. Poor New Zealand. Even in Bluey, it can't catch a break. 6th Bandit is definitely in his midlife era. Bandit may be a playful dad, but he's also a 46-year-old dog who suddenly starts worrying about his body. In Granny Mobile, one rude comment about his looks is all it takes to send him into a spiral. He starts checking himself out in the mirror like it's a crisis hotline. A few episodes later, he's buying vitamins and stretching like someone twice his age. The guy's clearly dealing with something. This isn't just a health kick, it's a cartoon midlife meltdown with paw-shaped protein powder on the side. Let the existential crunches begin. 7. Grandpa Bob returned? But not all of him did. When Grandpa Bob finally shows up after being missing for most of the series, something feels off. He's missing a chunk of his ear. No one talks about it, and the show never explains what happened. In flashbacks, his ear is perfectly fine, so whatever went down happened later. Did he lose it in some wild adventure? A freak gardening accident? A mysterious brawl over discounted mangoes? We'll never know. One thing's clear. Grandpa Bob didn't just come back older. He came back with secrets, and maybe a story too dark for a kid's show. 8. The secret sitting rule nobody noticed. In Bluey, the way characters sit isn't just random. It's a silent clue about gender. Female dogs, like Chile, Bluey, and Bingo, always sit with their legs close together. Male dogs, including Bandit, sit with legs more spread apart. It's consistent, subtle, and surprisingly detailed for a kid's cartoon. The best part? When Bingo pretends to be a man, she changes how she sits to match. That means the animators aren't just drawing for fun, they're sneaking in quiet rules about character behavior. It's a mystery hiding right in front of you, every single episode. 9. Missy's secret may be hidden in her fur. Missy stands out for more than just her personality. She doesn't look anything like her mom. While most kids in Bluey clearly match their parents, Missy's colors, markings, and even her breed seem completely different. That's no accident. The show never says it out loud, but it quietly hints that Missy might be adopted. It's one of those details you only catch if you're really paying attention. Her story might not be front and center, but it could be one of the most meaningful ones hidden in plain sight. Blended families matter, even in cartoon dog form. 10. Rusty's family is hiding symbols on their chests. If you take a closer look at Rusty's family, you'll notice something strange. Every single one of them has a different chest marking. Rusty has a diamond, his brother's got a double V, his little sister has a circle, and their mom has something that looks like a lightning bolt. These aren't just random shapes slapped on for fun. They feel like secret badges or superhero logos no one ever explains. Maybe it's just clever design work. Or maybe Rusty's family is part of some underground dog society we're not supposed to know about. 11. Chile's vacation book isn't just light reading. During a beach hotel getaway, Chile isn't relaxing like you'd expect. Instead of soaking in the view, she's focused on a book about happiness. Not a magazine, not a novel. An actual self-help book. That tiny detail feels heavy. Maybe she's working through something, trying to hold it together behind all the fun and games. The title isn't shown, but the vibe is clear. This isn't just a mom enjoying a book. It's a quiet signal that even the calmest characters sometimes carry things they don't say out loud. The smile might not tell the whole story. 12th. Bandit. Never really dropped the pencil. Bandit once gave up drawing after a classmate named Bucky told him his art was awful. That moment crushed little Bandit's creative dreams, or so he thought. But later, in their home, there's a sketch of a sword-wielding warrior that looks exactly like Barbarian Bandit from the Dragon episode. The style matches the drawings Bandit made as a kid, which means he never fully quit. He just kept it quiet. Turns out the family goofball still doodles in secret, possibly blaming the kids when those fantasy warriors show up on the furniture. Classic dad cover-up. 13. The wall photo keeps shifting in secret. During early episodes, the picture over Bluey and Bingo's bed shows Bluey pulling a cheeky wink with her tongue out. Later, in newer stories, that same framed snapshot quiets down. Both eyes open, tongue gone, simple grin instead. Nothing else in the bedroom changes, so the photo looks familiar enough to slip under the radar. Animators quietly redrew the sisters, yet never mentioned doing so. Maybe they polished the art style, or maybe the girls keep sneaking fresh prints onto the wall after bedtime. Either way, it stays almost unnoticed. 14. Honey's room confirms. She's a wizard. If you scan Honey's room carefully, the clues jump out like a Hogwarts acceptance letter. There's an owl statue, a flying broomstick, and a blue striped scarf that looks suspiciously like Ravenclaw colors. On the wall, there's even a wizard zooming above a castle, just in case it wasn't obvious enough. While no one ever says the words Harry Potter, this setup doesn't leave much room for doubt. Honey isn't just organized and bookish. She's basically the Hermione of Bluey. All she's missing is a wand and a dog-shaped Patronus. Probably already has both. 15. The Wiggles are hiding on the wall, as dogs. In the episode Phones, there's a blink and miss photo frame that hides something strangely familiar. Inside it are 4 smiling dogs in colored shirts. And if you grew up in Australia, or anywhere really, you'll recognize the setup immediately. It's the Wiggles. Only now, they've been turned into cartoon canines. No names are mentioned, no spotlight given, but the matching outfits and signature pose are all there. It's a quiet nod to the most iconic children's band, reimagined as pups. Somewhere, original Wiggles fans are probably barking in approval. 16. Bingo's wall art can see the future. In the episode Bingo, something strange is happening in the background. The wall is covered with drawings that don't just show memories, they hint at moments that haven't even happened yet. One sketch shows a dog in a rocket backpack, which perfectly matches the Favorite Things, an episode that aired much later. It's not just cute kid art, It's a timeline cheat sheet hiding in plain sight. Either the healer kids are psychic, or the animators are planting clues like time-traveling magicians with crayons. Someone's got a plan, and it's spooky accurate. 17. Jeremiah the gnome has been through some things. You probably thought Jeremiah the garden gnome was just background decoration, but no, he has his own tragic storyline. In the episode Backpackers, he gets knocked over and smashed during playtime. Later, in The Sign, he returns with cracks still showing, clearly glued back together. No one mentions it, but the damage is right there on screen. This isn't just a reused prop, it's a visual breadcrumb. Somewhere between those episodes, Bluey must have taken the time to fix him. He may not talk, but Jeremiah's silent suffering proves this show doesn't forget anyone, not even the lawn ornaments. 18. Some parents in Bluey just vanish. If you've been watching closely, you might have noticed something odd about a few of the kids in Bluey's world. Snickers, Judo, and even the terriers are only ever shown with one parent. The other? Never mentioned, never seen. It's never explained, and no one seems to talk about it. While the show keeps things light, this quiet pattern suggests something much heavier. These kids might be growing up without one of their parents. It's a dark little detail hiding inside the bright colors. Easy to miss, but impossible to ignore once you catch it. 19. Bingo carries a quiet, beautiful meaning. In the episode Rain, we watch Chile sit in silence, deep in thought, while a storm pours outside. As the rain clears, a rainbow gently appears. It feels magical, but it holds a deeper meaning. That rainbow isn't just pretty. It's a soft, unspoken symbol. In real life, a rainbow baby is a child born after a miscarriage or loss. The timing, the emotion, and the silence all point to one truth. Bingo may be that baby. It's never said out loud, but that quiet rainbow says everything without needing a single word. 20. Chile and Bandit might be getting professional help. Chile and Bandit aren't just fun parents. They're surprisingly calm, thoughtful, and emotionally sharp in nearly every situation. Whether it's naming emotions, handling outbursts, or letting their kids learn through play, their parenting feels unusually self-aware. It's the kind of patience most adults dream of having. So, how do they stay this grounded? The show never confirms it, but the way they talk and act strongly hints that they've had help, probably from therapy or parenting classes. If so, it's the most subtle flex ever. Emotional intelligence, professionally sharpened and wrapped in a cartoon. 21st. Bandit's old bully came back to sell his house. In The Sign, the cheerful real estate agent helping sell the healer's home seems harmless, until you look closer. His name is Bucky. That's right, the same Bucky who, years earlier, crushed little Bandit's love for drawing by mocking his artwork. Now he's back, all grown up, pretending none of that ever happened. Bandit clearly remembers though, and you can see it in every awkward glance he throws Bucky's way. Imagine having your childhood bully return as your realtor. That's not just bad luck, it's emotional sabotage dressed in a name tag. 22. The legendary long dog is watching you. In the episode Mini Bluey, there's chaos, panic, and Bingo's terrifying face. But tucked away in the background, hidden high on a pantry shelf, is Long Dog. He's not part of the story, not mentioned once, and nearly impossible to spot unless you're squinting frame by frame. This blink and you'll miss it figure has shown up across the series in random places, but this pantry sighting might be the hardest to find. At this point, Long Dog isn't just an Easter egg. He's Bluey's version of Bigfoot, hiding in plain sight and silently judging your snack choices. 23. Aunt Brandy's silence says everything. When Aunt Brandy finally visits, she meets Bingo for the first time, even though Bingo is already 4. The show doesn't explain why, but the truth slips out in one short moment. Chile says Brandy wants something she can't have. Then, after playing with Bingo, Brandy reaches out as the little pup runs off. That's when it hits. Brandy isn't distant because she's rude. She's hurting. She can't have children of her own. The scene never spells it out, but every adult watching feels the weight. This isn't just absence, it's heartbreak with a smile. 24. Cats exist, but you'll never see one. Bluey's world is full of dogs, birds, and bugs, but something's missing. No cats, not even one. Yet in the episode with the injured budgie, Bandit clearly says, "I think a cat got to it." So they exist. They're just never shown. For a universe where dogs talk, parent and work office jobs, you'd think someone would own a cat. But they've been completely erased from sight. It's like there's a silent cat ban across the show. Maybe it's too hard to animate the chaos a single cat would cause. Or maybe the cats are plotting something. 25. The Easter egg hunt was a resurrection clue. In Bluey's Easter episode, the kids search everywhere for their chocolate until one final clue leads them to a yoga ball blocking a hiding spot. They roll it aside and reveal their prize. Sounds simple, but it's a clever nod to something much bigger. That yoga ball represents the stone from Jesus' tomb. Just like the Easter story, something special is waiting once the stone is moved. There's no sermon, no direct talk about religion, just a quiet visual reference buried in the candy chase. It's subtle, it's smart, and it's deeply symbolic. Those were some seriously sneaky Bluey secrets, and we're only scratching the surface. So here's the real question. Is Bluey still a kids' show, or is it a code-breaking puzzle for grown-ups in disguise? Let us know what we missed, and don't forget to like and subscribe if your mind's been blown.